Well, hello and happy summer. I don't know if it's like this where you live, but where I live, it's blazing hot. I mean, it's up in the high 90s, low hundreds every day, and the humidity is just killing me. So the only time to really go hiking is, right after dawn, first thing in the morning. So I did the right thing today, and I went hiking at noon. Yeah, so it's pretty warm out here. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was I've got some tips for hikers over 60. And being one of those hikers, I thought you might be interested. Certainly, you don't have to be over 60 to listen to this video or take my advice. But, if you're over 60, this is really kind of intended for you. So tip number one, before you take up any exercise program, see your doctor. Go talk to him about what it is you plan to do. Make sure you don't have any underlying issues that might cause you grief. I've seen a lot of people that start out their hikes thinking they're 20 years old, and they don't get very far. Tip number two, start out slowly. Don't start an exercise plan thinking you're 20 years old and you can do what you did back then. You've had all this time to really mess up your body. And, if you're like me, that's exactly what you did. So it takes time, enough time, to get back into shape, get yourself to a point where you're not suffering. This is fun. Hiking is a great time, and you don't want to suffer. Having said that, remember, the doctor's always going to err on the side of safety. So if there's any possibility you might have a problem, he's going to tell you don't do it. So you have to kind of weigh that with your own feelings and how your body feels and what you're able to do. You can start off by taking daily strolls through your neighborhood and build up a little bit each day. And that way you become accustomed to what it is you're going to make your body do. Choose a trail that feels right for you. Never feel pressured to go beyond your limits and take you out of your comfort zone. Never feel bad about taking breaks. You need to listen to your body. You're going to know when you're tired and you need to stop and rest. So today I'm just out for a day hike. That means I don't need a pack, but no matter where I go, I always take my pack with me. With all my emergency equipment in here, it only weighs about 5 pounds. So it's well worth doing. And I don't have a lot of emergency equipment, but I have a way to call for help. I have an Inreachmini. I have a small first aid kit. I have, like I said before, I have a lightweight rain gear, and I carry a windbreaker also. I have a little snack, and of course water. Along with the water, I have a water filtering kit. It's very lightweight, and just in case I get stuck somewhere and I need to filter water out of a stream. Don't jeopardize your safety. Make sure you tell somebody where you're going. Obviously, it's much safer to hike with a partner, but if you're like me, you're probably going to hike alone a lot. Should you get disoriented and get a little bit lost, the best thing for you to do, is, of course, is to have a map and know how to use it. Also, make sure you take your cell phone with you. There's a lot of great apps available that can help you with navigation in the backcountry. And if you really want to get serious, a personal locator beacon like this one is available to help you with peace of mind. Footwear is really important. Now for me, I prefer the trail runner shoes. And I was a boots guy for most of my life. I swore that I would never go to what I thought were just tennis shoes. And one day I tried them, and I don't think I'll ever go back. I really enjoy the trail runners. I have them, for me, I get them about a size bigger. So the ones I have a great big wide toe box. When you hike, your feet are going to swell a little bit. They're going to expand. So even if you're going to have boots, you want to get them at least a half a size bigger than what you normally would. Make sure you wear the right clothes. The key to proper dressing is layers. Take enough layers that you can get warm or get cool as you hike. When you're hiking uphill, for instance, you get warmer, so you can take off a few layers. Today, I'm not too worried about that. But later on, even a month from now, it's going to cool off, and I want to make sure that I regulate my body temperature. I always make sure I have a hat, I have some lightweight rain gear, I have sunglasses, and especially on days like today, bug spray. I mean, it's like major mosquitoes out today. Make sure you take sunscreen with you when you go hiking. Make sure you use it. Another really important tip is to stay hydrated, especially when it's hot like this. Staying hydrated is going to keep you from having all kinds of medical problems. You need to drink water, even if you're not thirsty. Maintain your hydration. I personally don't think you need to buy products unless you're doing really extensive hiking or extensive workouts. You don't need to buy supplements to add to your water unless you like the taste. If you're hiking the Appalachian Trail or you're hiking all day, every day, like I did on the Camino, maybe it's a good idea. But for just your average workout, going outside, hiking for a few miles, you don't need to do that. Just drink water. The last tip I have for you today seems pretty obvious, but you need to check the weather before you leave. Weather can change drastically throughout the day. The last thing you want to do is get caught in a storm like this. This can turn your fun outdoor adventure into something much more serious. Look, you're over 60. You've raised your kids. You've likely had your career. You're probably retired. Now's the time to have fun. That doesn't mean you have to take a world cruise. Just go outside, take a hike, be out in nature. One more thing, trekking poles. Trekking poles seemed really stupid to me. However, once I started using them, they're great. They save your knees, they help you with balance, they keep you from falling. This was a little bit like the tennis shoe thing. I thought, that's ridiculous. Those are ski poles. However, once you start using them, you'll never go back. They're terrific. There's a correct way to using trekking poles, and I'll go into that in another video. I hope you found these tips helpful. If so, please tell me in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Right, Chewy?